Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Monsters video. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the monster Sensei Pandaken. This monster was given to me exclusively by Social Point to review for you guys, up to rank 5, level 150. So once again, it is sponsored by Social Point. So huge thanks to them. But this is a corrupted version of the rare monster Pandaken. In case you didn't know. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. But if you guys are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. Also drop a like on this video to show support. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's go ahead and speed this up just like that. We got it, and take a look at it. It looks exactly just like the rare Pandaken egg, right? But when you click on it, it shows the adult form. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same exact one. We're gonna go ahead and hatch it and take a look at the egg right here, guys. All right, we're gonna go on and quickly speed this up. We got the monster. I like it. I like the design. It's so adorable, especially the baby form. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's see what this looks like. All right, and then he goes big, and oh my goodness. Ooh, that is awesome. That is actually awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, that right there is 806. Cool. All right, awesome. Let's take a look at the traits. Let's see what we have here. Evolving traits. So you have immune to possession at rank 0. So right away you have access to immune to possession, just like the monster Dark Air. But then at rank 1, you'll have tough. So all status effect have a 35% less accuracy against it. That's actually a pretty good trait, I've got to say. And then rank 3, you have status caster nature immunity. So gains immunity to nature damage at the start of the battle. One monster that I could think of is Dratus. Dratus is a very heavy attacker, and the monster has access to Pierce. I'm not sure if that Pierce will go through the status caster nature immunity, like if the damage will go through it, but who knows? Maybe we'll find out soon. All right, let's go ahead and quickly get it to level 100 just like that. I'm going to show you guys the stats here. So you have 7,920 strength, 87,765 life, 6,336 speed. So comparing the life and speed to the other monsters, the corrupted monsters that have been released so far, the life is actually quite decent. So the speed is actually quite average as well. But yeah, like we can't really compare that much since corrupted monsters, we only have a couple so far, right? So once they start releasing more and more, then we can go ahead and start comparing and tell which monster is better, like, you know, stat wise and stuff like that, and which one isn't. So yeah, you guys see the stats, and now let's go ahead and take a look at the skills. So actually, before I take a look at the skills, I'm going to show you guys the ultimate. It's called Fury Fury. It's a heavy fire damage to all enemies, applies mega stun to enemies. It's actually a pretty good ultimate. It's just that the only thing that kind of sucks about it is that if the enemy has what's it called, mega taunt, right? If there's a mega taunt monster in their team and they have the mega taunt running, you use this, it's not really that good against it, so you have to cleanse that mega taunt first. And aside from that, also there are many monsters that are immune to stun in general, so gotta watch out from that. But you know, nonetheless, it's actually a decent ultimate. Let's take a look at the skills here though. 3-inch punches. It deals low fire damage to all enemies, applies possession and stun to all enemies. Holy cow. Let me actually put that on the 3rd slot because it's an AoE skill and I just always like to do that. Double Ignite. It's a low nature damage to all enemies, applies stun to all enemies. Heck yeah, let's do it. Let's see what else I have. Combustion. Deals low fire damage to all enemies, applies burn to all enemies. Okay. Burn is for 4 turns as well. Let's see what else we have. Nuke Knight deals moderate nature damage to one enemy, applies stun to one enemy, requires cooldown. So you have stun for 1 turn. Alright, 46 stamina cost and 2 turn cooldown. You also have this heal skill. It's a self-support. Heals itself by 40%, requires cooldown. So if you want to run this, you can. 39 stamina cost and 1 turn cooldown. You also have Sensei Mind, which is a possession to one enemy, and that's it. You also have Fire Drizzle, which is a moderate fire damage to one enemy, applies burn, 0 cooldown, and 22 stamina cost. And then lastly, you have this skill right here, which is a moderate nature damage to one enemy, applies life regen to itself, 0 cooldown and 22 stamina cost, regen for 3 turns. So here are the 4 skills that I went with. You can go ahead and swap the Sensei Mind with any of the other skills, but I'm gonna run my Sensei Pandaken as a denier, a full denier. So I went with 1 possession skill. Well, actually more than 1 possession skill, but I'm just saying I swapped the possession skill with Sensei Mind with combustion because I don't really need that skill. It's not like I'm gonna run him as an attacker, but if you're gonna run him as an attacker, you can run some skills like those. But I feel like he's best as a denier. Okay, that's like the best way to use him. So I went ahead and run these skills right here, and I know a perfect team to run this monster with. In just a second, I'm gonna show you guys, but let's go ahead and take a look at the relics. Actually, before we take a look at the relics, I do want to point out some of the things here. On his best skills, like for example the AoE stun and this other AoE stun with possession, 53 stamina cost, 53 stamina cost, so that's actually quite high. So you got to watch out from monsters that will drain your stamina with either their relics or their skills. So you gotta watch out. Like for example, Rhodey, right? It has you know, stamina removal skills. Also, there are lots of more things like that. But these other two skills, I mean, this one 46 stamina cost. It's pretty close to the other one, you know, 53. So it's actually quite high. But if you're gonna run a different skill, that's totally fine. For example, there's this 22 stamina cost and there's another 22 stamina cost that you can run, and you'll be fine. But I'm just saying, like, his best skills, he has such high stamina cost. And not just that, but also I like the fact that he has nature as a fire corrupted monster. You know what I mean? Like, he has nature skills as a fire corrupted monster. So that's actually quite awesome. Let's take a look at the relics here. So what we have here is a sword and an SN. So right away, many players would like to run a Ural SN. So if you have a Ural SN, go ahead and give it. If you don't have Ural SN, you can give something like maybe Zyron's SN, I guess, because he does take a lot of stamina, so he does require a lot of stamina. If you want to give a Zyron's SN, that's cool. But me personally, I'm just going to go with a Ural SN, and that's very common, right? And then for sword, here's what I recommend giving, okay? So for sword, don't give this monster a laser beam sword if you're not going to run him as an attacker. Keep in mind, I'm running mine as a denier, so I'm not going to give a laser beam sword because that's just not what I want to do. But Killjoy Sword won't work since he doesn't have any, you know, free skills or anything like that. Cane Sword does kind of work because you're dealing some damage, and not just that, but when his life is below 50%, you're healing yourself, right? So it's actually a good thing. If you have Cane Sword, go on and give it. But me personally, I'm gonna go with this gold relic, okay? I barely use gold relics, right? But I'm gonna have to go with it. So the Soul Shattering Greatsword, basically after you deal some damage, if the target, right, whoever you attack, if they're possessed or stunned, you remove that many points of stamina from that person that was affected, if that makes sense, from that monster. So I'm going to go ahead and give Soul Shattering Sword here. So here's what you want to give this monster for runes, okay? You want to give 3 speed if you're running him as an denier, but if you're running him as an attacker, which let's say if you are, then you can go ahead and give this monster maybe 2 strength and 1 speed or something. But I highly recommend running this monster as a denier. Like, it just works best. But if you're doing it as an attacker, that's cool too. So take a look at this. This is what I went ahead and give this monster: 3 speed runes. Some of them are mixed with life. If yours isn't a mutant rune, no worries. As long as it's 3 speed runes, it works well. So once again, denier, full speed. If it's an attacker, you know what to do, right? 2 strength and 1 speed, or you can do 1 strength, 3 and 2 speed, or you can even do 3 strengths if you want to. But once again, I love running mine as a denier. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly rank it up to rank 3, and then we'll take it to PvP. Alright, so I went ahead and just ranked it up to rank 3, and this is when you unlock everything. So basically you unlock tough, and you also have access to the status gas or nature immunity, which is actually quite nice. So basically any nature attackers, you know, almost every nature attacker. I'm not sure about Dradis once again because of his pierce mechanic. I'm not sure if it'll pierce through it, but we'll find out soon. We'll have to see. But yeah, take a look at that. These are the stats at rank 3, level 130, without the runes, right? And then here with the runes. This is what you get basically all together, okay? So here's what I wanted to try out. I wanted to try out Sensei Pandaken with these other 2 monsters right here. So Master Rat taken in the first turn, basically cleansing if there's a Mega Taunt, which I'm pretty sure there will be a Mega Taunt, but if there isn't, that's cool too. But basically, my Sensei Pandaken as my denier, and then of course I have my attacker, right? So we'll give this a try and see how it actually goes. You can replace the attacker that I'm running, right, which is Minos. You could have, I could have actually replaced that with a tank. In any case, if you want to, you can go ahead and replace him with a tank if you want to, like a Megataunt or something. But if you don't want to, that's cool too. But anyways, let's see how this actually goes. So I take in a first turn, all right, and I can apply Vulnerable. Removes positive side effects from one enemy. Yeah, no, I'm fine. What I'm gonna do is, yeah, we could apply the Vulnerable, I guess. Let me see here. I'm gonna do the Vulnerable here. So they're taking the next 3 turns, as you guys can see. On top, look at the turn orders. Alright, Fire Rainbow. Okay, that was the extra turn skill, right? And then you're gonna trade disable me. You're gonna hit me with stamina removal, and then I'm pretty sure that was the CDA. And that also removes some stamina. Alright, the nice part is that if you're gonna run it with Master Rat could actually, what is it called? What Master Rat could do is he can hold a staff, right? It could be Cane of Atlantis or Master Staff, and as you guys could see, I just went ahead and gained some stamina, which is actually quite nice. I'm gonna go on and charge up in this case because the enemy does have a skill mirror there, because I don't want to mess with that. Now finally, Sensei Mind, right? This is a 1 turn cooldown, by the way, so after you get hit with CDA, you just have to charge up, and then next turn you have access to this. What I'm gonna do is quickly possess the CDA monsters, aka the Denier there. So I'm gonna keep Rhodey alive for now. What I'm gonna do here real quick is I could cleanse right here. The anticipation is gone, by the way, so I can go on and cleanse, get the extra turn. I'm pretty sure Master Staff is gonna kick in. Nope. Okay, never mind. I don't even need it actually. Yeah. I could use this for fun. Let's go on and do it. Apply the fire weakness and everything, and they also have vulnerable. So here, Minos is taken in the next turn. Oh, you came back. All right. Minos taken in the next turn, and look, I can literally one tap this 150 Axamith with this massive fire damage skill, as you guys can see. So let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's eliminate 300,000 damage. That's quite powerful, I gotta say. All right, you removed full stamina there. Ouch. I have to charge up. Master Staff? Yes, thank you. Okay, awesome, awesome. Removes all negative side effects, gives an extra turn. Let's do it to Pandaken. All right. Let's see, what could we do here? So here's the thing. I can't hit this monster at all because he's immune to control. So Pandaken can't really do much. Plus, I'm not running Tabora on my team or to do. I don't have access to do because I don't have the monster. But Tabora I do have, and I just didn't want to run it in this battle. But in a team, I recommend running this monster with either the Master Rat or either Tadu or Tabora. They work well because then if you're facing something like this where you want to possess them or stun them, it will fully land. You know what I mean? So in this case, what I'll do is charge up. Next is Pandaken's turn. Look, take a look at this. So we have the AoE skill, right? We could do the AoE one of the AoE stuns or possessions. Or I could just go ahead and quickly stun you like this. Single target stun. And look, Soul Shattering Sword just kicked in and also removed some stamina there. Now remember, keep in mind that my Soul Shattering Greatsword skill, or what's it called, Relic, isn't actually maxed out, okay? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Alrighty, what could we do here? I'll just do this for fun. And then I'll charge up. Alright, let me see here. I can't possess you, so yeah, or I can't even possess or stun you here, so that kind of sucks. I'm just gonna go on and leave the battle. It's okay, but we could have actually ended up winning that, as you guys can see. So that could have actually ended up working out. But let's get into another battle and see if we're gonna face a tank. Oh, we're not facing a tank like a Megaton or anything. I'm just gonna leave this one because I don't know, maybe I'll lose that one or something, or maybe I could have won it because I have a very powerful attacker on my side, right? I could have gotten rid of that Vanos. So against dodge area monsters, you can't really do much. Okay, so if you're facing a dodge area monster, your AoE skills, you can't really land them. But you can use your single target skills, okay? So here I'm just going to quickly apply the vulnerable to them. Remove some stamina, right? There, with, what was that? Shears' Amulet, I believe? Yeah. And then I could go ahead and use my AoE skill, 3-inch punches, which is one of his best skills. And you can go ahead and either run this, land the stun or possess it. Now, unfortunately, the possession missed on Armor Claw, and he is immune to stun, so that's why it didn't work out fully. But let's see what's gonna happen here. All right, so oh my goodness, yeah. Let me see. I'm not actually surprised here that he's this powerful. Man, I just love Minos. Minos is so powerful. Minos is literally one of the most powerful mythics right now in the game. Alright, I'm gonna hit you with Rat and Snake. Bam. Alright. Next is your turn. You go on and trade disable me and stun me. So unfortunately this monster can't get denied like that. Alright, like let me see. What could I do here? So I can single target stun you. I can't possess him because he has possession immunity. And also I can't use my AoE skills. You guys get it, right? You guys get the point. Because of the dodgy area. Soul Shattering Sword. I mean, you didn't have to remove any stamina. You didn't have any anyways. But yeah, as you guys just saw, this team actually works out very well. But let's go ahead and rank it up to rank 5. Alright, so I just got it to rank 5. I'm going to go ahead and quickly feed it up for you guys and show you guys the stats at level 150, rank 5. And see how much stats he has. So take a look at it. These are the stats at rank 5 without the runes. And then here are the stats with the runes all together. Okay, guys? But anyways, let's go on and take it to PvP. We're going to continue our thing here and see how this actually goes. That is not the team. That is not what we were looking for. I want to see who's faster here. So what is this? 22,107 speed, 22,217. Okay, I just want Master Rat to go on first. So let's say if you're Pandaken, right? let's just call it Pandaken. If your Pandaken is faster than Master Rat, I'd recommend making Master Rat slightly faster. Maybe you can go ahead and swap one of the speeds with Team Speed or something, right? So you can make your Master Rat going first. Because if Sensei Pandaken takes in the first turn, he can't really do much. I mean, if there's a tank like a Megaton right there, as you guys can see, he can't really do much, right? So you need this monster to go in first, Master Rat, so that he could go ahead and quickly cleanse for your Sensei Pandaken. So see, as you guys can see, Pandaken is taking the next turn. And also, bases like the Tobora with CDA, you're gonna start not seeing them as much anymore because of this type of team. So as you guys can see, I could right now stun or possess them, right? Take a look at this. I could land it. They can't really do much against. Oh my gosh, you guys are so lucky. You guys are so lucky. Wow. Oh, you didn't hit me with CDA. That was a mistake. But yeah, they are super lucky because of the Hardened, as you guys can see. The Hardened? Yeah, but look at how powerful this thing is. Man, I can't get over this. Minos is just super powerful, gotta say. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly cleanse on you, just like that. We're gonna take in the next turn, and I guess we could hit them with Vulnerable or something. And then you're gonna come back, right? Do you have an SN? You don't have an SN? Okay. I could... No, the stun won't land on this monster. But what I can do is possess you. So yeah, running that possession skill does come in handy, guys. Remember that. It does come in handy. So I take in the next turn. I can't stun them just yet. Remember, they're both immune to stun. But I could just do it for the damage, you know? Alright, just like that. That's awesome. What could we do? I could use my AoE skill and eliminate both of them. But that is not what we want. Oh, that missed. Wow, and then you hit me with CDA. It's okay. Let's just charge up. Charge up again. And... Eat axe. Let's eliminate you. Bam. Oh my goodness. Alright, you know what? We're gonna apply the fire weakness for Pandaken, for Sensei Pandaken, okay? Oh, I don't even have access to the other ones because I got hit with TDA. But it's okay. Let's just go on and leave this battle because this was not it. I mean, I could have ended up winning that battle if I wanted to. Like, let's say if I actually wanted to win that battle, I could have. But anyways, take a look at this. This is a 130 Lenoir base with a 140 Daigil and a 142 Ignis. And let's see how this actually plays off. So here, I don't even have to basically cleanse anything, right? I could, for example, just go ahead and right away apply the vulnerable if I wanted to. But one thing I do really want to cleanse is that immune to control right there, because I don't want Ignis to have that, because Pandaken is taking the next turn, and I want Pandaken to actually be able to either stun or possess all of them. So we're gonna go ahead and quickly land that. Take a look at how powerful that is. Unfortunately, the stun didn't land on Lindworm because of the hardened trait or whatever he has there. But the other two were able to get one of them. For example, Daigil took possession, right? And then the other monster was, I believe, stunned. Actually, both of them. Both stun and possession. Now I'm going to go ahead and quickly eliminate you. Just like that, one by one. DL6. Ouch. Okay, why don't you eliminate him? Come on, man. Come on, man. Alright. Let's just charge up. So some of the things that they do won't really land on this monster because of the hardened, or sorry, tough. Tough is actually better than hardened, I've got to say. So yeah, that 35% less accuracy against the target will actually help him out in most cases. So let me see, what could I do here? Stun. I won't be able to stun any of you. Possession won't really land because you were recently possessed. I'm gonna charge up. I can't really do much there. I will cleanse one thing though. I'm gonna cleanse this on myself, get the extra turn. And then I'll do this for fun. You're gonna go bye-bye. You're gonna come back. You do have your SN. Cool. I could hit you with AoE stun. Alright. And then... bam! Eliminate. Just like that. Easy peasy. You're gonna come back, of course. And what are you gonna do now? Cosmic. Okay. You're gonna heal. And I'm gonna leave the battle because... yeah. But anyways, so... overall, I actually like this trio right here. This trio will actually dominate. I can see it already. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys will run this type of team in the near future. I might actually run it if I have my hands on Sensei Pandaken and Minos. But the race monster for sure. Okay. I'm gonna invest in him. But the other two monsters, I'll have to see, because Sensei Pandaken is going to be in the Golden Lunge Smash, unfortunately. But the monster is actually quite nice, okay, I've gotta say. But anyways, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also share this with a friend or so. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.